buddy Corey with the Power Wagon family here. I've got my youngest son Evan in the back seat. Evan, say hi.
Hi.
Evan, what are you excited about tonight?
The hot springs.
That's right, hot springs. We just finished lunch with our buddy Alex at the Buckhorn in San Antonio, New Mexico. Great burgers, by the way. Just get there early or don't get there during the lunch rush. We got there early. We were good. But when we left, it was packed. Standing room only, waiting, and everything else. So we were happy we missed all that. But Buckhorn Tavern, San Antonio, New Mexico, make it a stop. It's really, really good. Anyway, so we are headed south to the Faywood Hot Springs, just south of Silver City, New Mexico. It's a privately owned campground with hot springs co-located on the campground. So one thing that attracted me about this is that you don't get a lot of the weirdos or day use people showing up to use the hot springs. Only people staying the night or staying at the campground can use the hot springs. So that's really cool. So we're looking forward to that. I do not like campgrounds. I've said that before. I try to just tuck away into the woods whenever I can. But this place was actually on the way. It looked interesting, and I knew that Evan would have fun hanging out in the hot springs tonight. It's been cold up in Albuquerque, so not a lot of water play stuff going on over the winter. But down here with the hot springs and it's a little warmer and stuff, I think we're going to take full advantage of them this evening. And like I said, I don't think it's going to be super busy because it's only open to people that are staying at the campground. It is kind of an off season right now, so yeah, should be a good evening. And then hang out around the campfire and go to bed. And then wake up in the morning. We're going to get a little bit of breakfast going and have some coffee. And we're going to push into Arizona. We've got a spot laid out that we're going to go camp at above the Salt River on the kind of a cliffside campsite. I'll show you more of it, obviously, all this stuff, but we're just on the road now. But once we get to these places, I'll make some more video and insert them here, and we'll turn this thing into a big old video that you guys can watch. But yeah, we're really excited. So cliffside campground. After that, we'll head back down by the Salt River, just below the Roosevelt Reservoir. And we're going to do 2 nights along the river, do some dispersed camping down there, where we're going to meet up with our buddy Uncle Dougie. He's got a great YouTube channel. Check him out. I'll tag him in the video here below. But yeah, he's going to meet up with us, and maybe a couple other 4-wheel camper people that indicated they might want to meet up with us. So should be a great time. Looking forward to getting out of town and just doing some relaxing and just really, really quiet nights and you know, just spending time outdoors. It's so nice. I wish the wife and my daughter could have come with me. However, my wife had to work and couldn't get out of work. And you know, my golden rule kind of thing is I tend to split up the kids when we go camping and by myself. It's really hard to manage both of them at the same time because it's like an MMA fight. These two, when they go at it, they butt heads, and so it's good to separate them every once in a while. And so this time it was my son Evan's turn. Next time, if I go by myself, I'll take my daughter and make sure that I make those memories with each one of them. But enough about that. We're on the road, headed to the first camp. We'll talk to you more when we get there. I'll shoot some video. We'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye. All right, we have made it to the Faywood Hot Springs campground and RV park. So, like I said, I've never been here before, but we are just north of Deming and probably end up going to have a lunch or something over there in the morning, our breakfast in Deming. But as of right now, we are checking in at the visitor center. So we are gonna pull up here, go inside, and get our check-in done, and we will be back with you shortly. Well, we made it to Faywood Hot Springs, enjoying a soak now after we got camp set up. It's very pretty out here in the desert, a little oasis, and we're enjoying ourselves. We are in the medium temperature pool, I think, and it's perfect. I don't know what the temperature is, but it's perfect. So we're enjoying ourselves and gonna have a little soak before we head back to camp and have a campfire and do a little bit of dinner. But we're gonna hang out here for a while. It's really nice, and the hot spring mineral water feels great. So we'll talk to y'all soon. Well, good morning. It is about 7:45, I think, in the morning. And we slept really good. The sun is starting to come up, and you can kind of hear the heater, diesel heater outside there. And yeah, it got really cold last night. Outside, we were sitting around the fire, but in here, it was super warm all night. I even had my feet out, no problem. So yeah, the diesel heater definitely did its job, and I'm very thankful that I brought it, because I was kind of on the fence whether I was going to bring it or not, since it wasn't supposed to get that cold, but it did last night. But hopefully tomorrow, or tonight I should say, will be warmer, since we're going into Arizona, and should be a little warmer. Here's a map showing the campground, all the different spots that are available, including tent and RV full hookup sites, as well as a list of the amenities they offer. You may need to pause the video to view these. Well, good morning, everybody. It's some day 2 reflection. It is Thursday morning. We're back in the truck, packed up from Faywood Hot Springs, got gas, and we are headed now up towards the Salt River in Arizona. And yeah, so we are on Interstate 10 going west, and so far so good. We're gonna stop in Lordsburg, I think, and get some food at some kind of restaurant. I gotta see what they have there, but anyway, yeah, it wasn't too bad. It did renew my feelings about campgrounds or RV parks. We were kind of on top of you're just kind of so close to everybody else. Our campsite was okay, but you could sit there and pretty much hear the conversation of the people in the tent next to us. It was just kind of close quarters, but we made the best of it. It was only for one night. The hot springs were very nice. I'll include a video and some pictures after this, but the hot springs themselves were very nice. They were clean. It was not crowded at all. I was very surprised. We went down there for, I don't know, maybe about an hour. Evan and I hung out in the hot springs. Evan, what did you think of it? Yeah, the hot springs, you liked it?
Yeah.
What did you think the temperature? What about the temperature? Was it too hot or just perfect or what?
Just perfect.
Yeah, you liked it?
Yeah.
So they actually had 3 pools, and you might be able to see it in some of the pictures after this. The one we were in, which was one of the bigger ones, was 104.5 degrees. The one above us, which gets the water first, I guess you could say, it doesn't, like, their spillover doesn't go into the next pool. They're all individually fed, but elevation wise, it's like a little bit higher on this hill, and that one was 110. That was pretty hot. It was too hot for us, so we're kind of like, with the 3 bears and the porridge, we just took the one in the middle because it was just right. The pool that was smaller, that I got a picture of Evan in that I'll insert, was a little bit, it's a 2-person little pool, and it's right below us, and it wasn't as hot as the one we were in. It was probably closer to 100, maybe, I'd say, if I had to guess. So we primarily stayed in the big one, which was just right temperature wise, and we really enjoyed ourselves. We went back to camp, had a little campfire. Alex and I hung out for a little while. It did start getting cold. I did some quick hot dogs on the Jetboil Genesis stove, and we did some hot dogs, had some chips, sat around. Evan got cold, and I fired up the diesel heater, put him in the camper, and he was watching YouTube in there. It was nice. We did have service there. I didn't have to set up the Starlink. And then Alex and I hung around the campfire for the rest of the evening. A couple adult beverages and cracking jokes and telling stories and stuff. And I say about 10 o'clock, he wandered off to his campsite, and I crawled in the Project M here, and man, that diesel heater was doing work, man. It was so nice in there. Not to give too much information, but I was able to sleep in a t-shirt and my underwear, no problem. It was definitely nice and cozy inside the camper with that diesel heater. And according to Alex's thermometer on his trailer, it got down outside to about 24 degrees last night. So it did get cold, but I wouldn't have known because I was inside nice and toasty. Slept good, and got up this morning, had some coffee, some donuts, just something to hold us over, and started packing up. So yeah, so we had a good time, used the facilities there at the campground. We're able to wash up a little bit, packed up, and we're on the road. So we're excited about this next camp. Uncle Dougie, camp boss, I mentioned him earlier. He's the one meeting us at the river, but the spot we're going to tonight is up on a kind of an overlook, and he sent me the coordinates to that. It's supposed to be really beautiful. From what I can tell from Google Earth and Google Maps and all that, it looks like it's going to be really nice. So yeah, so hopefully it will be. There won't be anybody there camping already, and it will be a nice reprieve from a campground where our neighbors are right up on us. This should be all by ourselves out there. Unfortunately, Alex got a call yesterday in the evening in reference to something he had to get home and take care of, and reluctantly he packed up and he actually headed back to Albuquerque this morning. So it's just going to be Evan and I today, tonight, and tomorrow morning we'll roll down, leave camp, we'll head down to the river where we're going to camp for 2 nights, and Uncle Dougie, camp boss, will meet us there, and maybe a couple of others. So anyway, that's it for now. We're on the road to Lordsburg, going to stop for some lunch and press on, and we'll talk to you at camp. Have a good one. The road leading to our next campsite twisted and turned through the Tonto National Forest, providing us with spectacular views and a neat driving experience. We had a great time enjoying the ride and taking in all the scenery. Evan was constantly staring out his window asking questions. This cool old bridge was pretty fun to go across, and as you'll see later on in the video, we went through its bigger brother bridge leaving town. I'm thinking to myself about now that I should have aired down. It wasn't difficult two-track going into camp, but it definitely was bumpy and rutted out from the recent rains. I always tell myself to air down, but then when I get to the trailhead, I get lazy and anxious to get to camp, and I neglect to do it. Well, the overland gods have smiled upon us. We've gotten to our second night camp, and this is so much better than a campground. So we got to this spot. We're up above the Salt River in the mountains in the Tonto National Forest here in Arizona. I'm just going to give you a little tour. We had to clean out this fire pit and rebuild it, but it was pretty much here. There's still some trash in there. Disgusting people leaving their garbage. We already filled up that bag over there. You got a little bit of wood. We'll burn this stuff up tonight so it's not sitting here. Somebody else did that. But yeah, we're at the base of these mountains. Beautiful. Very, very beautiful. You see Evan over there got his football out. The truck is all set up. What do you think of this spot?
It's cool.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We have some amazing views. I'm gonna start over here and show you this canyon that we're backed up to and kind of pan around. So there you can kind of see this canyon goes in, and we are just at an epic spot right here. It's so quiet. We had a fire pit down there. We decided not to have a fire right on the edge with a little kid. That's kind of dangerous at night. But I mean, look at these views. Amazing. You got Roosevelt Reservoir right there in the background. The sun is going down. We will be camping down there tomorrow for 2 nights. I could easily stay here. Just some beautiful views. Just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, here we are. And pan around, we got the truck. I already got the truck set up. I just got to set up the diesel heater for tonight, although it's warm right now. I have a feeling when the sun goes down, it's going to get cold. Got the solar panels out, just charging the Bluetti. And the panels on the roof are doing their thing. Plus driving today, our house lithium batteries are 100%, so no problem there. But yeah, just really, really, really cool. We got, like I said, the fire pit over there, flat area for Evan to play and run around. And we're parked over here so we can enjoy this beautiful view from the camper from bed. Yeah, so it is going to be a great evening. Alex did have to leave, so it's just us. He had something come up, like I said earlier. So yeah, we are by ourselves tonight, but really, really enjoying this spot. So very cool. Again, I just can't get over that view. Gonna set the Starlink up now. Service is kind of sketchy off and on, but I'll get the Starlink up and we'll be good to go. Well, good morning, everybody. We just woke up, had a great night. Went to bed about 10 o'clock last night. There was absolutely no wind, so that was nice. Had our little campfire. Evan went to sleep a little bit before me. I stayed up and enjoyed the fire. Then I doused it out and went to bed. Very comfortable in the camper. Very, very comfortable. Had the diesel heater running last night. I think we could have gone without because it didn't get that cold, but needless to say, we were nice and warm. I turned the diesel heater on low and it was perfect. So yeah, here we are at our spot. We're gonna be down there at that lake here in a few hours. I'm gonna try to get to a spot I found on the map. Never been there before, but we're gonna try. And yeah, we're just enjoying this beautiful spot. But with us packing up every day and moving to another spot, I've been kind of lazy. I haven't been digging everything out and doing super huge meals and stuff. I've been trying to keep it simple. Since it's just me, it's a lot of work. So for breakfast this morning, we're gonna try, I've heard good things about the breakfast skillet, so we're gonna try that. Breakfast, we'll do a real breakfast tomorrow because the next spot we get to will be there for 2 nights. But Evan wants hot chocolate, so I got that there with a little marshmallow inside, and I've got the Jetboil Sumo doing its thing, which it looks like it's almost ready. But for coffee, super easy, since you're heating up water anyway, are these Nescafe 3-in-1 strong. This is like a really good cup of coffee with a little bit of cream and a little bit of sugar, and that's actually how I take my coffee anyway. So if you're interested in something super easy, give this a try. Somebody else turned me onto these. I can't remember who it was, or I'd give them credit, but man, they are good and they're easy and they are fast, even faster than the old Keurig in the travel bag right there. So because I'm heating up water in the Jetboil, I'm just going to do it like this morning. So anyway, check these out. Just a quick little note this morning before we pack up and make another video at the new camp. Hopefully I can find my way down there on the roads that I was looking at on Google. So hope you all are enjoying your morning. We sure are. Bye for now. All right, so Evan and I had to stop. Here's Evan, because we saw something pretty cool that I don't think you see very often. And I'm gonna show you here in just a second. There's the truck. We pulled over because we saw this beauty. There's a lot of these saguaro cacti out here. Hopefully I pronounced that right. And you can see one right there. There's a whole bunch out there. They're all around us. But this one is very special. And it is a crested saguaro cacti. And scientists say that for every 200,000 normal saguaro, like that one there is only one of these. And so That is just a really rare opportunity to catch one of these. So I wanted to stop. Let me get a video from the other side. It might be better with the sun. These old timers here have been here a long, long time. And I'm gonna get a better shot of this for you. Might have to walk up the hill here. Yes, there it is. The crested saguaro, probably saying that wrong, but it is very, very rare. One in every 200,000 of these. Well, that did not take us long at all. We were only about 45 minutes away from this spot where we're gonna be for 2 nights along the Salt River. Got a nice flat area here. Got the truck parked and set up for the most part. There's absolutely zero service here. So that's when that little baby pays for itself. Evan's already exploring, having fun. We've got a fire pit next to that table out there that I need to work on. And yeah, we've got a beautiful brown river. But we're used to that from Albuquerque. That's what the Rio Grande looks like too. So yes, beautiful little spot, Evie. And yeah, so we're gonna hang out and call this home. I think Uncle Dougie Camp Boss is coming. I hope I can get a signal. I got a message to him, but I'm gonna park him like right here, and we're gonna kind of block off this little area to ourselves. It could get busy. It's the weekend. It's not extremely hard to get to this spot, but I'm gonna hope that it stays quiet. So more to come. Well, Evan and I were just talking about how comfy everything is here. And by comfy, I mean the amenities of home that we have. We've got the solar on the hood of the truck, not the little one, but the big one. And we've got solar on the roof, charging the house battery, which is fully charged anyway. As we walk over here, we've got the diesel heater ready for tonight. All hooked up. It's been serving its purpose great for the past 2 nights. Tonight will be the 3rd night. We've got our on-demand water here. No need for the fancy Dometic. Got the Amazon spout with the fail-safe 5-gallon jerry. We've got our propane. We got Evan over there enjoying the sun. We've got comfy chairs. We've got our little kitchen set up here. We did hot dogs. We got internet. And we've got a comfy home to go into tonight. We got a nice fridge. Yeah, so we're really, really spoiled. It's not like we're roughing it. We can see here on the red arc, we got good battery, no problem. So yeah, we are doing just fine. We've got our little Bluetooth speaker charging, just enjoying our river spot. But you do get spoiled. When you have all the right gear, it makes it very, very comfortable to live out here for multiple days at a time. tonight's dinner was one of our favorites, roasted potatoes and diced up jalapeno sausage. Well, good morning. It's day number, God, I've lost track. We've been out here rolling down the road in different spots, but it is Saturday and it's our morning at the river spot. Got here yesterday. Diesel heater worked good last night again, of course, and probably didn't need it. It didn't get too cold, but still had it on low just to keep it extra comfortable inside. We had some coffee this morning. The Keurig came in clutch and did what it was supposed to do with the red arc inverter, doing all that, and the Starlink at the same time. So yeah, no problem there. I got some bacon already cooked and wrapped in foil and doing some potatoes now. Yeah, so we're just enjoying the morning. Uncle Dougie Camp Boss showed up yesterday and got his set up all ready to go. He's doing some breakfast this morning. Looks like he's having tortillas and Jack Daniels this morning. So, well, how was your night?
Perfect.
Yeah?
This river was like the perfect white noise in the background. Couldn't have slept better, and the temperature was perfect. The company was perfect.
Well,
all good.
Yeah, it was nice. We were up kind of late last night just sharing stories around the campfire, but it's a good morning. It's a good morning to be out of the city and somewhere where nobody else is. Well, it's night number 2 down by the river. Evan got the fire started for us and doing a little dancing out there. We got plenty of wood we found and cut up and chopped up today. And Uncle Dougie has decided to honor us with dinner tonight. He said he'd take care of dinner. What do we got going tonight?
Got some shredded up pork, and we're gonna do some red cabbage and chipotle cholula burritos.
Mmm.
Getting
Sounds
a
fantastic.
batch of pork done right here. About to throw in the next batch.
And I need to go heat up some tortillas.
Tortilla time.
All right, I'm on it. Thank you again.
You bet. /oil. And I found these little Dixie cups that you use for mouthwash sometimes.
Okay.
Are the perfect amount.
One of those?
One of those. So it's about 1/3 of a cup of oil.
Okay.
Pour that in there. And then because of that oil, you throw that in the fire and it'll
Daddy, this caramel corn.
boom.
Yep.
Daddy, I got caramel corn.
Oh.
That's my favorite.
And
Okay.
It's seasoning.
got our oil, we got our corn in there.
Yep. Oh, look at the handle on that thing. That thing's pretty sweet.
So the handle is nice and extended. And then we're gonna sit here and just let that boy go back and forth over that heat. Oil in there still.
Campfire popcorn.
Let's see if we can get a little bit more.
They don't call him Uncle Dougie Camp Boss for nothing. as you can see, we're back on the pavement, and that means it's time to head home. We've got about a 6.5 hour drive ahead of us, and I'm sure Evan will be sleeping most of it. We had an amazing time exploring southern Arizona the last 5 days and can't wait to come back. But I think the next trip we're going to go into Texas and explore some area over there. Here's that bridge I was talking about earlier. It's very similar to the smaller one, just on a grander scale. Evan got a kick out of driving over the bridges, and his face was stuck to the window the whole time, as we don't have too many bridges in New Mexico. Anyway, thank you all for joining us, and I hope you got a little glimpse of our camp life while traveling around through southern Arizona and visiting the Tonto National Forest. Please like and subscribe our channel, and make sure you join us for the next video. Who knows, maybe that one will be the one in Texas. Have a good one, you guys, and thanks again.